So in this video, I'm going to talk about the dirty little secrets behind ski slopes and what they're doing these days to essentially stay alive as a business. So a couple years ago, there was a larger ski resort that started buying out and merging with a bunch of smaller ski resorts. And they have come up with a really unique model to basically survive and then monopolize the market in a way and taking over all the other ski slopes. We're gonna get a little bit of the secret behind their business model and kind of what they do to survive winters when they're good and bad. So my name is Lonnie and this is my channel where I dive deep into experiences and design. And today I'm at a ski slope. So I'm right on the bunny slope right now, kind of the intermediate area, and go back to my childhood and some of the best memories I've had kind of snowboarding when I learned. Remember the first day on the bunny slope of just falling after fall after fall after fall and trying to snowboard, which I feel like is a little more difficult to pick up than skiing initially. Remember back to those days and then transitioning from the bunny slope up to the intermediate slope, which was such like a significant thing in your mind of, man, I'm going from this small little hill to this ginormous hill. And then ultimately you start learning more and more, practicing and building that resilience. And then you start to learn, you start to catch on. And your body, your muscle memory starts to kick in and starts to learn and know how far to lean, how far not to lean, and you move up to the bigger slope and the bigger slope. I just remember my friends being on the bigger slopes and I wanted to be up there so badly, and I pushed myself so hard to try to learn and get up. I remember the first time I went to the bigger slopes, I just looked down over this hill and I'm frightened. I have no idea how I'm going to get down, and I got down eventually, but all I did was just ride sideways the whole way down, and I was on my butt the whole way down basically. But it took that first time to build confidence, and then every time after that I got a little bit better and a little bit better until years of riding and years of learning. Those are the memories and those are the experiences that kind of root us into who we are. And I think it's a really powerful memory for people that learn to ski and snowboard, and is being in this really cool, unique space on a mountain outside, just enjoying the weather and enjoying the culture that comes with it, and getting to be who you want to be, getting to ride wherever you want to ride and explore and learn, and then getting to spend time and build relationships with people you probably wouldn't have before. And remember, I built some of my best friendships up snowboarding. So my local ski resort, I don't mean to call them out, but it's Vail Resorts. Exciting to have them come in. They're a huge ski resort. They own a lot of different slopes. But what happens is they sell their lifts, their passes, earlier in the year. And they do that before the season even occurs. They would sell them at what you would say is a discount price, a discount rate, but it's probably what the ski pass would normally cost. And then when the main year comes around, the prices go way back up. And that reduces their risk, it reduces their overhead, essentially. They're paying for their year before the years even happen, because what's happened, the seasons are getting shorter, we're getting less snow, it's getting harder and harder for the ski slope to stay open. It's very hard to actually run a profitable business and not go under and go bankrupt. So what they've done essentially is selling their season tickets ahead of time before the year starts, and before the season even starts, so they can already hit their overhead and know that they're going to make a profit for the year, and then anything throughout the rest of the year is just a profit after that. The user's perspective from me coming to the slope and enjoying my experience is now I have to buy my tickets ahead of time, so I'm more forced into buying a season pass. I'm forced to buying extra tickets that I may not use, and that's where I'm at right now. I'm trying to use up my tickets because by the end of the year, when it comes around, I might run out of time. So now I'm forced to take risk. I'm forced to put money out ahead of time before I've even used something, before I've even used a product or service. And that greatly changes the experience and really pushes out people that may be new into the sport, maybe wanting to experience, but they can't now, because if you pay for it during the year, you're going to pay super, super high prices. You got to plan, you got to prepare, you got to know ahead of time before getting into it. And that's just not something a new snowboarder, a new skier is going to do. They got to then wait for the next year, and then they're probably going to miss out on their chance to do it. So nothing against the business. I understand where they're coming from. It's a tough motto. It's tough to stay profitable. But the challenge is how do you keep the experience authentic, real, and try not to make a significant impact in how people experience snowboarding and skiing